All right, so now we are going to diagram a two-point perspective interior and a two-point perspective exterior. Now we did the two-point or the one-point perspective interior before, and remember I was talking about how in that you had horizontal lines. Well, you can see in this image there's nothing but angles and verticals. There's no horizontal lines, right? Same thing happening over in here. You have all these angles. So we're going to need to do both the single point or the two-point interior and the two-point exterior, and we're going to do that. It's best to do it on the horizontal orientation on your paper because the vanishing points may or may not be within the frame of the image. Now normally for my class I make them get an image from a magazine and not an image that they downloaded, but you guys probably are not going to have access to magazines right now, so if you download an image, that's okay. The problem with downloading an image is that you need to make sure that you don't change the orientation of the frame, okay, because then that's going to throw everything off, all right? So just like last time, we start off with pencil, and we are going to line up on an edge that's both high and an edge that's low. You probably don't want to use something on the ground, and a lot of times the bottom edge of the building might be obscured, okay? So with this, just like with the one point, you want to make sure you're lined up on an edge, and you want to follow that edge down, okay? So something high. I didn't go on the top line of the roof, but we'll check that in a minute. The thing about the top lines on the roofs is that you don't always know if those are horizontal. If you were like standing over here and facing the building, would that line be a horizontal? Sometimes the building might have a pitched roof. And then here, lining up there. And again, just like last time, doing it pencil first, right? So that we can establish our point, okay? So that's the point on the left side, excuse me, the left vanishing point, LVP. Then over on this side, we want to line up. I'm going to line up on this railing here, and then maybe that, or maybe that. And you need to make sure that your ruler's right on the edge, because if you're off a little bit, it'll throw everything off. The other thing you have to worry about when you're downloading images or finding images even in magazines is that you have to, sometimes if you notice a lot of really forced angles, then that probably means that they're using some kind of weird lens, okay, like a wide angle lens or something. That's going to throw everything off. And I'm checking to make sure that my edges are now going to this right vanishing point. And they do, okay? All right, so I've established where the points are. Now I'm going to use my Micron pen. So I can make it nice and dark. And on this one, I'm going to want you to find 10 edges. Total. Before it was 8. What was I lining? Oh, that. Sometimes, like these seem to be fairly equidistant, but sometimes you might have, if this is a very subtle angle and that's a sharper angle, you might have one that's outside the edge of the paper, and that's likely. That's why we're putting it on the larger 18 by 24 paper so that we can actually get it on there so that if it actually did come this far, we could show the vanishing point, because I'm going to want you to show me the vanishing points. Now we're going to look to see, like, for example, does this concrete slab go to that point? And it does. And what else on this side? That window, perhaps. And maybe the top line of the roof. Yes. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on that side, 2 on this side. Let's see here. That edge does go. And this definitely should go. And then even that will go to the vanishing point. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on that side. Just like last time, I want you to use the red pen to connect your vanishing points to show me the eye level. And this eye level should be a horizontal line. It should be parallel to the bottom edge of the paper, okay? And just like last time, you're going to label this eye level. So on this right side of the building, they're going to the right vanishing point. On the left side of the building, they're going to the left vanishing point. So that's going to change when we're doing the interior. So I'm going to flip the paper around. And so this will be upside down just for this video. I want yours to be right side up. And it's good to have them like we see here, where we have them top and bottom. And I forgot, you're going to have to label this 2-point perspective exterior. Now this one, you'll see, is going to be upside down in relation to that. I don't want you to do that, so don't show me your image that way. And I do want you to glue these down. Now right now I'm just using tape, because especially with the 2-point perspective, I might find out that one vanishing point's close, but one's far away. If I find that out, then I need to adjust the paper so that I can get both the vanishing points on the paper. And that's going to be important. You have to have that, okay? And just like with the exterior, you want to start off using the pencil. So I'm lining right up right here on the window. Something like that will work too, but it's kind of hard to see. So I want to use a line that I'm pretty sure I can see, okay? And let me see, something lower down maybe the bottom of the window. Because that's easy to see. And so that's crossing right there. So this is going to be my right vanishing point. And now we're going to do the wall over on this side. Now remember, because the interior is the opposite of the exterior, doing the wall on the left side goes to the right vanishing point. And when we're doing the wall on the right side, it's going to go to the left vanishing point. With the exterior, it was the opposite of that. So this picture, the top of the picture that's hanging on the wall, because nobody wants to hang a picture crooked, should work going down this way, making sure I'm on the line, follow that in, and then here. Bottom of the picture. So here, right vanishing point, there, off the page, left vanishing point. And you can see that the angle, if you could actually see the angle of the room there, that's less extreme than the one over on this side. So again, you're going to need to get 10 lines going to the vanishing point. And so I'm going to now go over these with Micron pen. Just a bit on the bottom of the window frame there. Okay, so now I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to need to have 6 more of these. So we need to look for things that are going to line up. And the bottom edge of the wall, that lines up. And this window should line up. So how many is that now? 1, 2, 3, 4. That line maybe. Should be 5 on that side now. And then we've got 2 for the picture, so we could also do where the bottom of the wall is. Right there, not the bottom of the door, but the bottom of the wall. Let's do the top of the door. On that I can see the actual corner. It's hard to see where the ceiling and the wall actually meet here, but there I can see it. So let's show that, even though we have enough for that side. Because that's important. I want you, when you're showing me this, to show me that, the flip, that this wall goes to that point. You can do a 2-point perspective interior, and you can diagram the vanishing points properly just by using an object in the room, provided the object is parallel to the walls. So like if you had a picture of a kitchen and the island of the kitchen, you could show me how that island goes to the vanishing points, and you could establish the vanishing points in the eye level, but it's not going to show me the flip that I want to see for an interior, that this wall goes to that and that wall goes to this, okay? So you're going to label the RVP and the LVP. Just like last time, you should have a horizontal line connecting those two. Show me that in red. Label the eye level. And then title 2-point perspective interior. And then this will be glued down so that we're not going to have the tape there. And remember, they're not going to be upside down in relation to each other. They're both going to have the same orientation. Okay, so that's 2-point perspective photo diagram, interior and exterior.